Hello students, I am Anita Miss. Today we will start our next topic, that is isoplet method. Already in previous class we already learned about dot method and choroplet method. Now in this class today we will learn about the isoplet method. So mainly isoplet methods are used to show the distribution. Yes, for in the form of the lines. So in this maps, the distribution was shown with the help of lines showing equal values. So we have to show the in a equal way. When the distribution of a variable is continuous, the isoplet method is then used to show its distribution. So when continuous variables are we have to show, that time we are using the isoplet method. So mainly we can show in this isoplet method in the temperature, altitude and rainfall in like these things. So see here in the picture isoplet map how they used the values in the form of lines. Okay, so the accurate data regarding the altitude, temperature or rainfall of some particular places or some regions we can use. So if it is assumed that the difference between the altitude or rainfall of two places changes at a uniform rate, means in the same way, means in one region the rainfall is also, the difference between two lines also happened the same, and the another area also in the same uniform rate, so that sub administrative units are not taken into consideration. Only the main units we have to take into the consideration. So that statistical data belongs to the representative places, and respective places such data is known as point related data. So exactly we need the exact data only to show the isoplet methods. So values of variables are written in the map at their respective location. So we can write the values also in that particular location. If the data for more places is available, then mapping the distribution can come done more accurately. So how much we are getting the information, from that we can made the map more accurately. So on the basis we can show the, we can prepare the isoplet map. Okay, we can take the class intervals also. Class intervals means already you know. So one value, the difference between one value to the next value, that is called in a class interval. In mathematics also it will come class interval, how we are taking the class interval. So like in the same way we have to use that class interval method in preparing this isoplet maps also. Okay, so because of that class interval we can understood exactly what is the difference between two lines. Here they gave to in the lines, so you can understood they are giving in the different shades, but they given the lines also. So from that you can understood the class interval. Okay, so lines are drawn for the decided intervals. Locations with the same values are joined by a line. So whatever wherever location are there, then there we are drawing the line, and that whatever class intervals it will decide the location. If the lines are very closer to each other, then the change in the variable is very steep, and if the lines are far, then we can think as they both are in a gentle. Okay, so we get an idea of the natural trend of the distribution of the variable with the help of this map. And see here isoplet maps. Actually isoplet maps are differ from the choroplet maps. Why? Because in that data is not aggregated to predefined unit like a political area. So in these maps can take two forms. So we can use in the two forms. One is for lines we can use, and in the next one we can use the shading the colors also. Okay, we can shading the colors also. So that ranges of similar attributes values are filled with similar colors or patterns. So we can use in both ways. We can use the patterns also, or we can use the shading of the colors also, like in this way. Okay, so in this, see this map here we used the patterns. Okay, here we used the patterns, and here they given one Kolhapur district rural development, rural density means population map they given. From that we can understood they given the small box, that is density per square meter, square kilometer. In that less than 200, 201 to 400 and more than 400, like this three different structures they used in this particular map. Okay, they both three are different way, so that's why we can easily identify the particular how much population was there in the particular area. So whatever the questions they given here, see in which direction is the density of population increasing, and name the talukas with population density less than 200 or between 200 to 400 or more than 400. So again you can see this picture. From this you can easily understood how much which direction the density is growing or decreasing. You can easily understood. And less than 200, so they given the particular structure for that key less than 200 how it was there. So according to that you can easily identify where dots were there in that particular place, that is less than 200 population. So like that in the same question, next question, between 200 to 400, so they gave the different lines for that, and more than 400 for that also they given different structure. So because of we are using different structures, means different patterns, we can easily understood where how much population was there. Yes, so you can see the next map, that is here they used the colors. So in the first map they used the patterns, different patterns for understanding purpose. So in this map they used the colors only, but only one color they used, but they given the different shades of the given only one color. So from that we can easily understood where it started light color. So obviously from light color to dark color, so the value will be also increased from the light color to dark color, and decreasing also in the opposite way from dark to light color. So in the given picture they given the according to the colors, very light color is there in that 600, after that 1200, after that 1800, after that 2400, like that they given according to the shading of the colors. And they given some questions also, in which direction is the rainfall more in the district, in which direction is the rainfall decreasing and increasing. Okay, in which area rainfall category is low or high. So this all questions we will easily understood from this map. Okay, because if dark color is there, that is more rainfall, light color is there, that is less rainfall, decreasing where it is decreasing from dark to light side, and where it is increasing from light to dark. So which method we used here? We used the isopleth method. So from this we can easily understood the maps and whatever continuous variables are there, continuation of variables are there. Okay.